All right. Well, and her final contention here says that Kallenberg himself is comfortable describing his views using language of human excellence and the human telos. The end. What is the end purpose of humans? Natural law theorists are eager to use the same language. So what she says, what she has been at pains to establish is the best way to account for what truly constitutes human excellence is by reference to human nature and therefore the natural law. We simply cannot get clear and make an excellent human without getting clear on what humans fundamentally are and how they are assigned or designed to live. A virtue ethicist that relies on natural law for theological underpinnings need to identify and unpack the virtues is, for this reason, a promising theory. Which, of course, if she's going to say, by all accounts, I'm a virtue ethicist as well. She's wanting to root those ethics of the person into the natural law, and so she's a-okay existing alongside, but she's also propping up the virtue ethicist here.
Right. She's saying it's virtue ethics is good, but it needs a context in order to have a definition, and natural law gives the context for virtue ethics.
Right. What would you think of her response? Did she take it where she needed to?
So most of the criticisms, at least from most perspectives of virtue ethics, is this issue of how do you define the virtues?
Yeah.
That's the big issue for virtue ethics.
Right.
And of course, she notes that this is a big issue for Calvin. He really doesn't give us a way to define what the virtues are. And so she points that out. Now, she suggests that we can do that from a natural law perspective. The best way to do it, but that's what she's suggesting. Way to give context for virtue ethics, a way to define exactly what virtue is, and so that's where she's coming from.
Right. Yeah. That was my big question for when Kallenberg presented his argumentation is okay, but can you develop what you believe is virtue and then 30 years afterwards going, oh, wow, that wasn't worth it at all because now I have a different idea. So, it seems like you could have 6 billion virtually virtue ethic people. And so what is it that grounds it other than, the Christian word? And so it'll be interesting to see if the other responses interact with
yeah, well, actually, the next one, John Hare, is going to argue that the point that you just made, you can have 6 billion
right, yeah,
virtuous people that are different. He's going to argue that. It's going to be part of his argument.